That was, of course, He Is Born by Jump 5 here on your radio station, AM 930 The Light, Edmonton's Positive Talk. Well, listen to what Isaiah wrote in Isaiah 7:14. It says, "Therefore the Lord Himself will give you a sign. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel." So here is Isaiah looking some 7 centuries into the future. Now, he had also been giving a message to a king of Judah, and basically says, listen, the Lord Himself's going to give you a sign, and He's going to give us a sign. And of course, that sign was given to a young lady in a small town in Galilee, and her name was Mary. And the Lord told her through Gabriel that she was going to give birth to a son. So here we have Isaiah 7 centuries before it even happened saying, the Lord Himself is going to give you a sign. The Lord Himself is going to give us a sign that the virgin will be with child. When Mary asked the question, she said, how's this going to happen? It's impossible. Gabriel said, with God, nothing is impossible. And this is what he says. He says he will give birth to a son. And Mary even knew the gender of the child she was about to bear. And his name is going to be called Emmanuel. And that word Emmanuel means God with us. Jesus Christ was going to be God with a face. The perfect union between God and man, and also as well, He was going to become the Savior of all mankind. John 3:16, Jesus explaining to Nicodemus, he says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him should not perish but have everlasting life." So what was the motivation behind Isaiah 7:14? The love of God. God knew that we couldn't save ourselves. Paul puts it so succinctly in Ephesians 2:8-9, "For by grace you are saved through faith, and not of yourself, it is a gift of God." So God knew that we couldn't save ourselves, so He sent a little boy, and that little boy became a man, and that man became the Redeemer of all mankind. And Jesus was basically God's representative here on this planet. Jesus said this, "If you see me, you see the Father. And when you see the Father, you see me." Jesus' desire through His entire life was to do the will of His Father. I love that little picture and snapshot of Jesus at 12 years old, already aware of His call and plan. When His mom came to Him and said, "Why did you put us through this?" He says, "Where else would I be but in my Father's house, doing my Father's business?" Jesus wanted to do the will of His Father. And I trust that that'll be our desire as well. So as we come into the Christmas season, let's remember that Jesus Christ is the reason for the season. It's not about trees. It's not about gifts. It's not about lights. It's not about turkey dinners. It's about Jesus Christ. A little thought for you today. Now we have for you right now a group called Considering Lily, and Jesus Christ was born today.